What if you could fund your real estate deals without banks, credit checks, or strict underwriting? That is the power of what I'm going to be talking about today, private money. Hey, I'm Randy Wolfe, and before we dive in, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you are wanting to learn how to invest in real estate. And if you like, you can check out my private real estate community where I coach new and aspiring real estate investors. That link is in the description below. Now, private money is funding from individuals. These can be friends, families, or other investors who lend based on trust and the deal's potential, not strict bank rules. One of the things with banks is they have these criteria of underwriting, and many banks, depending on what type of loan particularly, have strict things that must be, it's like almost like a checklist. It has to be exactly how they want it to be, or else there's no give at all. Whereas private money is more flexible. And so there's a few things that I love about private money. The first thing is speed. Close deals much faster than you would with banks. If you have a private money lender, you can literally call them up. Hey, I've got this deal that I need you to fund. If you're interested, they look at it. Yes, they wire the money to your escrow, your closing attorney, or your title company, and then bam, you're able to close as soon as title is clear. So there's a lot more speed than typically a bank's going to want to have an appraisal, and there's all kinds of red tape that they're going to want to cut through, that sort of thing. Number two is flexibility. Think about terms. These terms are negotiable. Interest rate, length, repayment schedule, all of those things are completely flexible. When it comes to banks and other lenders, that's not the case. They have set criteria again. So the flexibility is very nice. Number three also is asset-based lending. So many lenders care more about the property than your credit score. So let's say that you have a beat credit score. Your credit score is like a 450. You've had all sorts of bad things on your credit history. Your income's not very good. All of these terrible, terrible things. And you came to me and you said, Randy, I have this deal and I'd like for you to be a private money lender. And I go, okay, tell me about the deal. And you say, well, this property is worth $500,000 as is, but I'm able to get this property for $50,000. Will you loan me the money on that property? My answer would be absolutely. As long as that property was actually worth $500,000 as is and there was no issues, of course I would lend you the money. And the reason is because, hey, if you don't pay, if you default, and I'm in the first lien position, then that $500,000 property becomes my property. And so think about it like that. That's what it means asset-based, is if you have a very strong asset that you are buying and the numbers are really, really good, it's pretty hard for a private money lender to actually lose. I mean, they're able to basically recoup the loss if you don't pay them by taking the asset. And as long as that asset is worth more than what they lend you, then it's all good for the private lender. And number four, it's a win-win. They earn a return and you get the capital that you need. I'm a big proponent of win-wins. I think it's great whenever you can do a deal and you have multiple people win in the deal, not just you, but others. So if you're buying a distressed property, that person wins because they're not going to lose their property to foreclosure. You're going to be able to win because you get a really good deal and you're able to make money on the deal. And if you have a private money lender, they're going to win because you're paying them interest on that money that you borrow. So it really is like a win-win-win whenever you're using private money. So one of the things people ask me a lot is, well, how do I actually get private money? And the answer is let people know what you're doing. There's also some action steps that you can take. So number one, I would say, is build a pitch deck that explains your deals clearly. So if you've done some deals, have a pitch deck that sort of shows, hey, I've done these deals, this is what I'm out of money, this was the return, and it kind of goes through and shows them sort of a track record. If you're new and you don't have a track record, first of all, you want to make sure you know what you're doing. You don't want to lose someone's money. So that's the first thing. Be sure that you have a good deal and you know what you're doing. You don't want to borrow someone's money and then end up not being able to perform. But if you're newer, you can actually use, like, this is the types of deals that we do, and you can show them examples of the types of deals that you do in that pitch deck. Or you can leverage an experienced investor and partner up with them and then borrow money that way and say, hey, I'm working with this experienced investor. Here's some of the deals that we've done or they've done, and this is the deal that we have if you're interested in investing. So a pitch deck is really a great way to kind of lay that out. And number two, start networking at REI meetings or just through your own circle, your private circle of people. Like, there, I can guarantee, even if you think, all of my friends are broke or whatever, there's going to be people in your circle that actually either have money or they know someone that has money. And so be sure the number one thing to do is tell people what you're doing and let people know when you have opportunities and spread that word. And after a while, social media is a great way to do it. Just posting what you're doing, and then you'll have people reach out and then basically have multiple people kind of ready to go so that when you get a deal, you can act quickly and move forward on that deal. Private money can completely unlock opportunities that banks would never, ever approve. So be sure to subscribe for more if you're interested in learning how to invest in real estate to this channel. I've got a ton of free content on the channel, and I'm always happy to help any way I can. As always, I appreciate you watching this video, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.